Hey everyone, welcome to this additional part of this series of videos about this vacation we're taking in September of 2019. We're currently at the all-inclusive resort called Hyatt Ziva Cancun, located in Mexico, and at the top of the Cancun hotel zone, which, as you can see, has a very unique location because this resort, again, it's called Hyatt Ziva Cancun, is surrounded on 270 degrees by ocean. So 3 sides out of 4 surrounded by the ocean and the beach, and we're actually going to go down over there towards the beach area, and we're going to show you what it looks like, because this is the reason why we come back to this resort, why this is our 3rd time here. Most resorts in the Cancun hotel zone, if you if you were to look at Google Maps or Google Earth, you'd notice that most are lined up kind of vertically along a large stretch of the beach, which is unfortunately a little bit turbulent. A lot of waves there and seaweed during the summer, but right now it is September. It's very humid. Very humid, but also pleasant. It's not too hot. The water temperature is fantastic at the moment. This is definitely a good resort to travel to, especially in September when generally across the board prices are cheaper for these all-inclusive resorts. So as you can see here, there's no seaweed. Again, it's mid-September. Right now it's September 15th, Sunday. We're going to go over there and I'm going to show you why this is one of the best beaches that I've ever been to, and certainly a reason to go to this resort, if especially if it's this resort is family friendly. Kids are allowed. Again, this is another one of the sides that's next to the ocean. You can't swim over here obviously, but just to show you, it's really really beautiful location. Okay, so we're going to show you the beach right now. Hope you're having a good day so far. If you haven't been to this resort, Hyatt Ziva Cancun, I highly recommend it. There's lots of food options. I'm not going to say, oh, food is really, really good or food is really, really bad, because food is very subjective. I'll just say that there's a lot of options to eat. There's a lot of rooms available. Prices are typically cheaper. My understanding is that prices are a little bit lower in the slow season, which is, I think, September is usually when we go in the fall. So definitely a good time to book in September. Don't be worried about the weather, because even if there's a forecast for rain, it might rain for maybe a few hours, maybe, but for the most part, for the vast majority of the time that you're going to spend here in Cancun, from my experience, I've been to Mexico, Cancun area this is our 7th time, and we've never had a problem with the weather. So I can assure you, it's most likely not going to be a problem. Don't worry about it raining. Yeah, it can rain a little bit, very heavily, but I can tell you that this has never been a concern for us. So we're going to show you the beach right now. Amazing. Truly amazing. Definitely one of the nicest beaches that I've ever been to. No seaweed. This is Habaneros. It's a place that's it's a little restaurant that's open during lunch and dinner. There's a lot of places to eat around here, which is great. Hola. And here's one of the bars over here. Again, this is a good resort for certainly not worrying about going hungry. There's a 24-hour lounge where you can have snacks and food, like a little buffet style, 24 hours a day. So there's certainly no need to worry about going hungry. So here's the beach. Just gonna take you over here and show you a little bit more close up. Here we are. One of the nicest beaches that I've ever been to, certainly. So just one thing, like, how do you generally find out which all-inclusive is best for you? That's quite a good question, because there's hundreds of them, especially even in the Cancun hotel zone. There's lots of all-inclusive resorts. And how do you find a resort if you've never been to Mexico or if you've never been to the Cancun hotel zone? I mean, it seems very overwhelming. Well, I would say the first thing to do is to go on to Google and search TripAdvisor Best Hotels. TripAdvisor as one word, it's the name of the website, Best Hotels. Search that on Google and search the name of a city like Cancun or Akumal or Playa del Carmen or even just Mexico in general to get the whole list. Or, I don't know, Punta Cana if you're going to Dominican Republic. And then find a link to TripAdvisor when you search on Google. So TripAdvisor Best Hotels Cancun, find a list of all the hotels in Cancun, search by ranking, and that'll be a list of all the hotels and resorts in the Cancun area, the city of Cancun, based on user reviews. So that's one way to look to find a list of resorts. Certainly just kind of a somewhat accurate list of the highest ranked resorts, best resorts based on user reviews. The other thing to do is go to Travelocity.com, click on a vacation package option for hotel plus flight, search Cancun or whatever city, search some dates, and then that'll bring you a list of resorts in around Cancun, for example, and look at the ratings out of 5. Travelocity ratings, I find, are a pretty good indicator of quality. So if the resort has 4.5 out of 5 or higher, so 4.5 or greater, it's generally likely to be a better experience than a resort that has 4 out of 5, 4.0, or 3.5 out of 5, for example. So this resort, I think, has a 4.7 out of 5 on Travelocity, which is very, very good. Again, it's not a guarantee that your experience is going to be perfect, but it's an indicator of what the general consensus is among people who have reviewed and stayed at this hotel. So, I mean, those hotels in whatever city you're looking at. So here's the beach. Hope you like this video. It's pretty sunny right now. So I don't necessarily like that, but when it's sunny, it's really easy to see how clear the water is, and I really wanted to show you this beach because you might have heard that seaweed is a bit of an issue in certain parts of Mexico, like the Cancun area, Akumal, Playa del Carmen, but not here, not right now, not at this hotel, not in September. Let's just keep walking over here. So we're still just gonna walk over here and walk over here on this little pier. Okay, this is quite a nice view. Even better. Okay, here we go. There's lots of little fish in the water. Good idea if you have maybe a snorkel or some goggles to bring here, for sure. Look at the color of the water. It's very beautiful. Again, we are at Hyatt Ziva, Cancun, an all-inclusive resort located in the Cancun hotel zone in Cancun, Mexico. I think the beach alone is worth the price, in my opinion. I mean, if you enjoy swimming in the water, and because the water temperature is pretty good right now. September, mid-September 2019. Last year we were actually here in October, and the first day it was mid-October. Water was great, and then it started to get a little bit cooler, so I certainly recommend mid-September in terms of cheaper prices, I think, and also the temperature of the water is very, very comfortable. Not too, it's still refreshing, but it's not cold, so meaning not too hot, not too cold. Very, very comfortable resort. Of course, there's many resorts in the hotel zone, but this is one of my favorites because of the beach, and also the fact that they have two large pools, one on this side and one on the other side of the resort. It's a very big territory. Nice to just walk around. And I hope to see you again later when we go on a little bit of a tour of the whole resort, not just the beach, and we can talk about something else, maybe more in depth about how to research hotels, how to look at certain reviews to make sure that you're making the right decision about going to a resort, because it's difficult to choose a resort that you've never been to. It's also difficult to choose a resort if you've never been to this area. For example, if you've never been to Mexico, how do you know which resorts are good? I'll try to explain and elaborate on that a little bit more, because I like to do research about resorts, and I find certain tips might be helpful in terms of being able to choose. So hope to see you later, and thanks for watching. Bye.